one thing I know for sure is that mom raised no quitter. So we're gonna try having to tell the story time again, even though I'm very much hurt, I'm not gonna lie, because having to record a 1 hour, long as hour video only for it not to have sound, it's really, really frustrating, heartbreaking, and sana, stress. So because of I love you guys, and I know that I've been Mia, I'm gonna take this liberty of having to do a retake for you, darlings. How about that? Hit it! I better find your loving. I better find your home. What do you do, gang? What do you do? Hey, what do you do, gang? What do you do? Hi, bo, darling. Hi, bo, babies. Guys, to anyone who's new to my YouTube channel, I go by the name of Tshiamo Ngwenya, and that's on per. Okay, that's on per. To the returning subscribers, you're welcome back to the homes of homes. Welcome back, darling. Kurata Kalerata la love. Okay, please make sure to like, comment, share, and most importantly, if you are a newbie, please make sure to subscribe and become part of this gorgeous family. Okay, however, I do have a few disclaimers. Should you hear a bit of commotion in the background, a bit of noise, something absurd, unusual, just know what it has to be my name, because we're still living in the ghetto. We haven't yet left for both sent in the burbs, okay? The burbs. We're still in the ghetto. And another thing is, guys, I have to apologize for having to be MIA like that, but I think I've said this before. Should you get to pick up on my inconsistency, just know that I'm dealing with personal things, which unfortunately, because of that, I can't force myself to be in front of the camera or in front of your screens like that. You understand? But now is nerves calm down. Man, we back to get back to work, you know? But yeah, I was dealing with personal things. Part and parcel with that have to do with a man. Nothing new, you know? And just personal things, man, which obviously I can't disclose right now. I think with growth, you come into terms with the fact that you can't share everything on the internet like that. But yeah, that's just me. But anyways, so I come back with the story time, darlings. But now I can never get into the story time without having to acknowledge the part we have surpassed 900. I'm very grateful to each and every one of you, darlings. Love, and may you continue having to love me, you know, supporting me like that, and also recruit more people to come to this channel, darling, because our mark 1K, even though I'm not monetized or anything like that, but it really does make us feel a certain way, especially if we see that little growth in our channels, right? At this moment, I'm very much happy with my small community because at least I can manage it, to understand. Like a quicker clap back, to understand. One-on-one. So yeah, my nail just broke literally 3 minutes ago. I hope it didn't fall inside this pack of popcorns. It's even finished. It was full. Damn it. Bloody camera with not having sound. So yeah, guys, please, I have to plead with you again. I don't know why I have to remind most of you regarding this. However, guys, I would really, again I repeat, I would really appreciate should you like my videos and also comment. You don't have to say much. Even if you leaving a heart, you know, it does mean a lot and makes a difference in terms of my algorithm, in terms of this channel having to be recommended to other people. I'd really appreciate that, guys. However, if y'all are not going to do that, unfortunately, I'm also going to become demotivated and not give you the content that I feel you deserve, you know? So you have to help me so that I help you, you know? Come on now, come on, let's work together, come on. Anyways, let me not ramble too much. I just want to say, guys, thank you so much, guys, to each and every person that hasn't given up on me. I know I've been slacking quite a lot, especially on story time. So today I opted to be sober so that I can also hear myself speak. Because every time I have to edit videos and I'm high or a bit onesie, I get happy. I get happy because I'm just like, sana utibizi. Oh my god, you drunk. What are you saying? So imagine now having to cringe during the edit times. What about the people? What about you guys? What about the audience? What about by viewers, by watchers, by subscribers? Like one. So also it gives me a bad name, man. I don't care much really about what people have to say about me, but certain things obviously I can try to avoid so that I also avoid people having to talk, unnecessarily. So anyways, I'm back on your screens again, very much alive, very much healthy, still looking gorgeous, and very much bona healthy, gorgeous. I almost said wealthy. That is part of my manifestation, darling. We're still looking good, gorgeous, healthy, relevant, all put together, sober. Let's do this, okay? As you have seen by the title of this video, today I come back with a story time, and I hope I'm gonna redeem myself with the story time, even though it might not be as spicy as you can imagine, but yeah, let's talk. And you are allowed to judge me this time around. That's if you see a problem in the story where I did something wrong, then you can judge me. But if that's not the case, we can we can always bash this person in question, okay? Anyways, let me not ramble too much. Yeah, so as you have seen by the title of this video, today I'm gonna tell you a story time about this guy. I don't know what to title it really, but let's say a potential hookup almost turning into a relationship. Yeah. Or I'd rather use the caption that says, I found out that he had a baby via social media. That rings it, right? I think that sounds just about right. Yeah, I found out that he has a baby via social media. Okay, let me get you into the details. Today's drink of preference will be having brutal fruit. Oh, nah, inconsistency in alcohol, sana. I'm gonna open another one because that other one finished, ne? Whilst I was telling the story. I dare you to judge me. I dare you to I dare you to judge me. You do not do that. You do not do that. Everyone has to do what they have to do to survive in this world. Baba Malina, y'all pray. Some of y'all eat too much. Some of us, we drink. Okay? So you do not come for me or judge me. Especially if you know very well that you've never bought me alcohol. Masihloni panini. But anyways, that's besides the point. Throats are going to be open now. It's nice. I love it cold. Anyways, so let's say 3 years back, I started talking to this guy, and this guy, we started chatting via Facebook. So it was one of the occasional days, actually random days, right? It was one of the random days, and I was just scrolling on my Facebook when I came across this guy's profile. This guy's profile, we're gonna call him Jabu. Let's call him Jabu. So I stumble across Jabu's profile. I click onto it, and obviously I start looking at his pictures. I'm like, okay, he looks like a fairly decent guy, which I like for me. And during that time, I was fresh out of a breakup with a partner. During that time, you understand? Okay, fine. I browse through it, and I like what I see, and I decide to actually send a friend request. Did I send it, or was it him that actually sent it? You see, I can't really remember the logistics, but let's just say I got to send the friend request, right? I send the friend request, and I get an instant message from this guy down my DMs. He's like, hi, how are you? And it's a conversation like that, and like we casually talk, and I come to the realization that this guy actually doesn't live too far from where I stay, which low-key it's an advantage to me, but not when I'm dating the person. Because if anything, now I'm currently at a point in my life where I'd prefer a long distance relationship as opposed to someone who can easily access me like that. Not to say I do not want you close to me like that, but also I very much appreciate to have some time to myself and my space to can breathe. Because every day we don't stress. I don't want that. Vibe. Anywho's, so you all know I use Facebook as a dating site. And come to think of it, I'm very much grateful that I did that for the longest time, given all the scatters that came out after about Batu being kidnapped, Batu being killed, being robbed. Ooh, sana! Is a lot. Is a lot. So I'm very much grateful that I was never too invested or fixated on things like the dating sites, you know. That has never been my thing, really. I tried it once, twice, yeah. It never felt okay for me. But yeah, back to the whole conversation, right? So I was talking to this guy down on Facebook, and low-key, I liked his body more than his personality, if that makes sense. And during that time, Vele, you can imagine, like, I'm trying to distract by all means, because guess what? I just got out of a relationship after I've got to find out Momenze had a whole baby. Yes, Momenze had a whole baby during me and him being in a relationship. Nako botsoro monna o motshade. Wa bona monna ke mo bonang gore Satan wa phela. Cause why ndilingwa oyanglinga never since never. So yeah, cool. I started chatting to this guy, and this guy was a person to initiate that we actually meet up. I would not recommend for anyone to actually do what I did, which was having to invite this guy over. First meetup, you never invite a guy over to your place. Take notes. People in my community, girls out there, do not do it. It's not safe. It's never recommended given the life that we're currently living in. So it was one of the rebellious days. Understand? Freedom is life. But anyways. Oh, and also guys, my voice is a bit hoarse because I feel as though I'm having a touch of flu. After all, it is that season, right? Not a problem. Okay, so now I've been talking to this guy. He initiates that we actually meet up. I do not have a problem with that. We make means to meet up. He decides to show up, and we have chit chat here and there. And I was very much glad what he actually looked like his pictures, because y'all know catfish is alive and well, and a lot of people are actually doing that. You better listen to me, because I'll never get people that are still to this day and age very much comfortable with catfish. AK-47, cause what bazalwa, like really now, really. Okay, sharp. So meet up with this guy. I see, okay, this guy does look like his pictures, which is great, even though during that time we didn't have as much pictures. So a part of me was very much skeptical, because you can be just, you know, a fake account, or you can be a catfish. Like, all these possibilities were wilding and running to my mind during that time, but I still decided to take a leap of faith. This guy comes through. First meetup, guys, don't think what I'm losing. I never slept with him. We actually got to have a conversation, and it went as far as us kissing, and that was that. Okay, fine. I'm talking 3 years back, mind you. Nah? Fast forward to last year. Last year, Mugai then initiates we should meet up. Mind you, during this time, we haven't made anything official. We haven't really spoken about what are the intentions with whatever that we're doing, because during that time, I never really was big on having to label things. If anything, I always felt that having to label things somehow spoils the whole like momentum, you know. It spoils the whole experience, because now it's like you now enabling a certain level of expectations on account of, if you're saying you suddenly have expectations for, yeah, but they should do this as my partner, they should, you know. So I was avoiding all that those kind of things. Hence I never really wasn't too crazy about having to label things. To him, I presume, because that's what he also said, we were fuck buddies, and I was cool with that, right? Okay, cool. Fast forward to last year. Last year was actually the first time that we actually linked up properly, and we had a session. I had alcohol, I had food, and we went down like that, laughters here. It was cool, it was cute, nothing crazy, but it wasn't really a moment where I would constantly think about it and be like, oh, maybe I could potentially try having to do things with this gent, right? Okay, cool. That time during last year, this guy decides that after a session he is going to leave, which is fine. He did leave. Fast forward to this year. The reason why I'm telling you this, I want you to understand, we actually go back a bit far back, you understand? And there's history attached to this. Even though we never really label things, but we kept on having these constant hookups, and with that you're bound to catch feelings. Now I'm known for catching feelings. Now I'm a catchist, I'm a catchologist. If it was a career, I would most probably be successing in it. I would be to Bill Gates level, because there's no way there is no way. I know you fucking lying. There is no way. Now it's because suddenly there's like a change in perception, a change in scenario. Suddenly now I go, understand, I'm 10 toes down. I go in for my man. I don't know where this energy comes from, but it becomes or happens to be naturally, or becomes instant. So if anything, I've told myself I'm going to avoid having to be the first person to say I love you. I'm really sorry, I'm not going to do that to myself. Not anymore. I am not going to do that to myself, because every time I've had to tell a man I love them, I felt as though also it comes with that little bit of disrespect attached to it, on account of he knows I love him. Understand? It's like now you're teaching me to can tolerate or be misunderstanding. Yo sana, yo ngaluma haritwele. But I didn't. No, I'm a changed person, and that comes with life experience and all of that. Okay, sharp. Myself and this guy, me and this guy, we continue having to talk. There's no problem. It's a mild catch up, man, guys. It wasn't that deep. It really wasn't that deep. It was that case of some days I would even get high, all of a sudden like out here and knock, and then he's here. And that was one of the things that I didn't really appreciate, because some days it would hit me up at odd hours, like 2 a.m. and it's during the week. Like, what's your intention here? It only shows me you're a very selfish guy, because you do not really care about the fact that I have to wake up at 5 a.m. when you're hitting me up at 2 a.m. You understand? And you randomly showing up. What if I have company? What if I have friends? I mean, do you get where I'm going with this? So he would very much struggle when it comes to things like communication, and that really pissed me off, because I'm like, you have my account, Facebook account, you have me on WhatsApp, you have my personal number. I mean, literally, nigga, like, you can hit me up to find out if I'm available or not. Like, this thing of you showing up unannounced, like, I never really liked that. And on the grounds of we're not even dating, you understand where I'm going with this? So that really, like, it pissed me off, and that was something that during the course of time I actually decided to communicate with him. Anyways, more briefs and logistics, because now I'm also trying to recall everything that I've communicated in the previous video. I hope I remember everything. I pray to God. Let me have a drink. Okay, cool. Fast forward to the start of this year. Not really the start, but during, let's just say the start, because I don't want to be too specific, because I'm a private investigator. Next thing is Haruaka Chokslam Kostrating. You understand? Next thing is Haruaka Jury. Victim of circumstance, Jimbim V. I'm Muram Shimanar Waker Resok. Why get a so kind of YouTube channel? Sada. No, I love you guys, but it's a movie come on. Yo, Sada. No. Anyways, we continue having to chat with this guy. You understand? How lovely, right? This year, even better, like we still continue having to do the same thing. However, this year he decides to have a different approach. How? He's a person that decides to actually confide about his feelings towards me. He decides to confide about his feelings towards me, and he tells me, hey Tshiamo, I know we've been doing this for quite some time, but I have something to tell you. I'm like, hey, tell me, puppy, what's up? It's like, hey, now I think I'm catching feelings for you. Like, Yaufila, I like you and all of that. And just to give you, a little bit of a background here, I want you to also understand the part that this guy, Homshebili, you don't even think he's, I don't want to say he's gay. I think a safe term would be to say he's bisexual. Because but all of a sudden he has this newfound feeling for gents, which is not a problem. Girls, if your partner suddenly is curious about the lots of reality, also panic. Every man is curious. That's a God-given. You understand? Every man is very much curious. Just when the only time that you should really panic is if now Mushiman settle comfortable background. You see, if we do it once. Because I've been in a position where I meet a man, a straight man, and then the straight man will very much like talk to me and tell me, Tshiamo, listen, I'm not gay, but I'd like to experience this with you. And I'll respect that. I don't see a problem with that. It does not really make you gay. I swear, like, take it from experience. Nobody Dora the Explorer. Some they experience it, they never go back. Still fair. It doesn't mean now was cold. No. Check the resume, baby. I'm not the one. Don't play with me, okay? Anyways. Stupid. Yo, Tshiamo, focus. Okay, anyways. So he decided to tell me about that. It's like, yeah, I have feelings for you, this, and the other. And obviously, I never looked at him like that. If anything, I always thought, it's a hookup kind of situation, so it's not that deep. And besides, it's not like there were other people that I was not seeing. Understand? By not seeing, I don't mean it. Those people also, I would get to be intimate with them. Some, it was still that whole I'm still getting to know you face. You get me? Okay, cool, not a problem. What then happens? After he tells me that, I'm like, okay, fine. This is news to me because I really never thought he'd get to a level where he'd want to confess his feelings like that. However, I was like, okay, I appreciate the fact that you actually let me know about this, and I'll think about it. Remember, I've told myself I'm not going to be the first person to tell a man even though you can give me the great, best, beastiest strokes, but kishapka vibe, guys. I've endured so much trauma from my past relationships, even though they came with a bit of great experience in it, but having to now get to a level or to a point where the relationship is ending. Ooh, Sana. Ooh, Mugo. Lord knows what that did to my hairline. Lord knows what that did to my hairline. You understand that? How is I losing hairline? Lose weight. So, Mojolo is not for the weak, Sana. So, anyways, this guy tells me that. I remember that night. After he left, I actually relaxed in bed, but for some odd reason I was struggling to sleep. Maybe bambaza, I understand. So a part of me was like, you know what, man, since I'm struggling to sleep, how about I buy a little bit of time by having to be on the socials? And why would I be at the socials not for controlling J? Impossible. I was like, okay, this is actually a great opportunity for me to can stalk this guy since he has now confessed his feelings for me. You understand? So I decided to go through his profile and I look at the pictures, I look at the posts. Please tell me, why did I stumble across a post more ilokore he's carrying a whole baby, a whole human being, and this is more than one picture. And then there's also another picture where I see that he's tagged by a girl, and this girl is also this girl also has like a picture with the baby, like omukukile. So I'm just like, asaka coincidence where these people are both in a relationship, and this baby is most probably this guy's baby. Nah, detective. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna wait for this guy, for our next meetup so that I can get to actually clear the conscience and actually, get to ask him what, like, where's halang, huira halang mo mahua. Okay, sharp. Fast forward to 2 days later, this guy decided to show up again. But this time at least send this message saying, can I come through? And I was like, okay, cool, you can come through. You see, for as long as you respect me like that, we have reached a common ground where communication is something of relevance. And guys, do not get me wrong. By communication, I don't mean I require a guy who's gonna be like, I'm taking a dump, I'm cleaning a stoop, I'm studying, I just chopped onions because I'm about to cook. You don't have to report each and every single thing that you're doing. It's more like, I don't want to say common decency, but what's the term? Like, it's let me just say common sense. Like, it's like common sense for me. If you know you're not going to be available on your phone, let me know prior. Like, babe, I'm going to be busy on this day. Just know I'm not going to be active on my phone as much or at all because I'll be very much preoccupied on this day. I'm a very understanding person, but do not take advantage like uskanka advantage on account of ke understander. But such things, I know it's part of reality. Sometimes your phone can die, but at least come back and communicate that. But do not now lie to me and make a habit out of lying and thinking, now I have to be understanding on account of you gave me some reasoning. I hate that. And a lot of men are very much comfortable with having to do that. Anyways, let me not digress, right? So 2 days passes, this guy comes through, we're chilling, and I'm like to this guy, you know what, we need to talk. Immediately when I say we need to talk, this guy's already down to his business, what he came here for. This guy's already kissing me, kissing my neck. Lord knows what in the bestiology was he going through. Understand? This guy's already licking my ear. Hi, Mara. So he's busy licking on me, kissing me, you understand that? He's busy rubbing on the bad baby. I'm like, okay. So as soon as I saw a hand on, I stopped him. Now that's what I call revenge diary. I'm like, to baby boy, we need to talk. It's like, yeah, wait, after the session. I'm like, no, it can't wait. It's very much serious. Because also, I was very uncomfortable. Imagine going into intimacy where else your conscience is not clear. Like, I needed to get a few things off my chest. And that was by having to sit him down and have him explain to me exactly what's happening. Man, I was browsing through your Facebook, and then I came across a picture of you carrying a baby. And also I saw in one of your posts where you were tagged by a girl who happens to also be carrying the same baby. Like, what's happening? It's like to me, oh, I thought I told you. You thought you told me. Told me how. Like, but it's a man that's taking in Jandidi. Like, where did, like, guys, I'm so forgetful, drunk, but you can't forget such a crucial info. Like, you cannot. I refuse. To this day, I still say, he didn't tell me. I had to find out via the internet. This person has a whole family and a whole human being, a baby. I'm like, first thing first, like, I've told myself what I'm not going at this moment, let me not say ever. At this moment, I don't want to find myself in a situationship or relationship where a baby is also involved. I've been in that. This guy had a baby. The previous guy that I was with had a baby within us being in a relationship. So ke sharp ka vibe, and I came back to trauma you. because I know what it takes. I know the kind of character that was unleashed. Understand? I know the kind of insecurities that I had to now succumb to. So ke sharp, like I'm okay. Understand? So now he tells me, no, I thought I told you. No, you never told me about this. For which I find it very much low-key disrespectful, and already like it's a red flag. It shows horror you're more than capable to be lying to me. Don't you think, or didn't you see it fit you can communicate such with me before you can tell me horror you love me? I don't know. I honestly, like, I thought what I told you, and okay, cool. I get what you're saying right now, but I need for you to also help me understand this. Are you still together with the baby mama? Mushiman Arya, we're still together. But then you have the nerve to can come to me and tell me like, how does that work, guys? Like, how does that work really? I'm like, no, but then why did you then come to me and tell me rata? It's like, to tell you the truth, Tshiamo. Yes, I know what I'm dealing with girls, but I'm not gonna lie. Like, I really feel you. I'm really in love with you. This is something that I've been trying to get off my chest for the longest time. You understand? But then now, I then run into this train of thoughts. I'm like, but wait. Come to think of it, during the time of me and this guy having to be together doing our hookups, this guy doesn't know much about me. He doesn't even know my favorite color. He doesn't know where I work, what I do. Like, this guy just knows the fact that I am Tshiamo, most probably have a YouTube channel, and I'm just an independent person. Understand? He knows like something that would most probably be a public knowledge. Understand? But your heart-to-heart conversation, he never been a person to can ask me about my personal things. If anything, he'll always be a person who would constantly talk about himself, what he has done during the day, and I'll sit there listening and just be agreeable, like, you do better, because I just want us to kind of like finish with the conversation, because clearly you're choosing to make a lot of our meetups about yourself. Understand? So already I've discovered one of the red flags. Already kill second one li baby baba. I'm like, yo, Sada, how is this gonna happen? You know? But also I have to not lie. The first time he actually told me he loves me and confided his feelings to me, I was sold. Like, a part of me knew I like this guy, but obviously on account of me not wanting to be the first person to tell the guy I like them, I was like, okay, cool, it's fine, let's see where this thing goes, right? So now, after my whole Dora the Explorer having to investigate and now having to come across these skeletons, I'm like, yo, Sada, how am I gonna deal with this? But as part of me, I was like, Tshiamo, it's fine. Just push it and see where it goes. I don't know where was my mind at. Maybe they little loneliness. See, let's get jaja. But I was like, you know what? It's fine. We can push and see where this thing goes. But I only have one condition from you, my nigga. Like, firstly, you have to respect me enough, and you have to make sure, hore, in a way, girl, like, I can say I can't find that out, because that's a double to drama. Understand? And then thirdly, you have to make sure Oscar feedies. I like, do not make me feel like a side chick, because one, I've already went against my morals by having to agree to this. Understand that? I've already compromised my morals by having to agree with this. I've already, like, you have forcefully put me in a position which I never really wanted to be in. But because of you are not fully honest with me, I find myself in this position because of you. And a part of me, obviously, it cheats. Because, I mean, nigga, why? Anyways, fast forward to us now having to conclude that conversation. That night, we never really got to be intimate. I was very much disappointed, to say the least, you know. But I chose to be an understanding person and be like, life happens, because he loves the gays, you know. However, he's putting a front in society with girls, and also to a family, because his family is not as accepting. Warranted, understandably so. Yeah, I understand that. Unfortunately, that's the reality for most of the people, right? Okay, sharp. not a problem. Guys. Yeah. Man. Okay guys, not a problem, right? During the time of me having to now trying to have a thought process with everything that's happening, I was like, you know what? I'm not the kind of person that would advocate for such, because I always sympathize, especially with the partner, which in this case would be the mother of the child and the baby, right? And I was like, you know what, I honestly, like, I was very confused at this point, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give it a shot on account of me and him have spoken about this. So cool, guys. Few days down the line, I had a situation, and this situation actually required money, right? I was a bit short, and I was like, you know what, I hate being one to now bother my friends, family members like that, where money is concerned, because the last thing that I need is for someone to can remind me now, yo, kuyeleditse 1 2 3 4 5, or namhlanje also because of me. Now understand that, like, I never really wanted to become part of that statistic, because we see it happen in families especially. And okay, I was like, okay, fine, at this moment, who can I really reach out to? And I saw it fitting to can reach out to this person that potentially wants to be my partner, understand? So I tell him, I hit him up, and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna, like, ask you for a favor, Abo. What's up, Abo? I need your help. I'm somewhat short, and I could do with at least 200 rand. The other money I can hustle as a stress. After now I can be able to only help with 100 rand. I was like, okay, maybe that's what he can afford at that time. I wanna stress. Sharp brothers are, should I bring it tomorrow? I was like, okay, great. I'll just try to hustle the outstanding. Guys, please tell me why I waited the whole of the next day and this guy never showed up. The next day, I get a message saying, sorry, I got busy. I got busy and distracted, hence I couldn't be able to come. Should I come today? I'm like, yes, please. Do come today, because I really have to settle what I needed to settle at that time, right? So now the next day comes, and now I'm a person who now even ask my friends to not come through, because I don't want the clash of them having to bump into him. Remember, also I'm respecting the fact that he's a DL gent, or for a lack of a better term, he's bisexual. Which much man by bisexual, let's have a horror. Yo, I'm very scared of bisexual gents, because you can never be at ease. By that I mean, should that person stand with the girl, you don't know what the conversation is about. Like, you're always on edge. Like, what the hell? Yo, I pale. Wait. Okay, sharp. How? I wait, guys. It goes 10, 11, 12. The time is like, Sana, you see, it's time to sleep. I'm like, I see it. I'm like, clearly this guy's is not coming through. So I decide to, you know what, let it be. I'm like, you know what, it's whatever. The next day again, he comes with an excuse. I'm like, yo, like, your excuses are somewhat becoming very tiring, on account of, it's not like ukupile million, Abuti. Like, I literally asked you for 100 rand. Yes, I do not have it at that moment, but I wouldn't make someone who ajulugevana for 100 rand. Understand? I'm like, okay, cool, it's whatever. Wabo, okay, can I please come see you? Wabo, you wanna come see me, or you wanna come and give me the money that we spoke about? I wanna see you. I'm not available at this moment. It's like, okay, please, do not take me, or do not take me in, like, do not take me as though I'm a bad person. However, like, I can't even try to transfer that money to you, because I was even thinking that, but I can't, because my partner and I actually have a joint account. I'm like, how is it that you're struggling to send that money doesn't like your partner know or you have friends? I mean, guys, think about it. Like, really, this guy thinks I was born yesterday. Like, you really think I was born yesterday, sir? I'm like, okay, it's whatever your reasoning is. At this point, literally, I'm low-key becoming so discouraged and one out of this situationship. He comes, and when I tell you this guy was drunk, I was like, okay, it's one of the few things that went in my mind. It's, if he can afford alcohol, he can very much afford to give me that 100 rand. That goes to show her clearly doesn't want to, so it's a choice. You understand? And I can't force him. It's fine. I'll make plan yaka. You understand? I get it. Maybe Bamun received a machrot man. You understand? Maybe there was an event and they decided to invite him over. That's where then he got sloshed. Whatever it might be. But for the fact that you are drunk and you are here, that means you're very much capable of having to can help me with that little amount of money that I wanted. Right? Okay, sharp. Brothers comes here, the first thing that he does, obviously the usual, he starts talking about him. I'm like, you know what, I'm not gonna lie, I'm really not in the mood for the whole chit chat thing. I thought you're going to help me, but clearly this is not really happening. It's like, ish, Tshiamo, oskanka snacks, like really oskanka snacks. I'm really sorry, but I'll see what I can do. Get I know, do not bother. Then now he starts having to try and seduce me. I'm like, man, look at Tshiamo, you literally being used for sex. Or sex toy, Mushiman or how bona vibrate. Ubona vibrator. Ubona understand that. Ubona munyagazo. I'm like, no man. I'm starting to now get this feeling for this guy is literally using me for sex. You understand? I'm like, you know what? It's fine. I just need to find a way to actually get out of this, because now it's no longer as fun. Because remember, you confessed your feelings for now. Already I know how you love me like that. I don't know if you're claiming because you're trying, because boys do this. I don't know if you're claiming because you're avoiding having to have me out in the streets. You understand that? Or you're claiming to love me because you want me to be so much committed to you. That's a possibility. Trust and believe I've came across such people that would very much do so. Okay, that happens. So now, as I just lost to, so now I want to sleep. Brothers, I don't know, like I really miss you. Hey, I love you. I'm like, yo, I'm over that chat. I'm not gonna lie. It's like, Tshiamo, like Oscar Makala, like I'm this drunk because something happened. I'm like, oh. There's always something new with this guy, by the way. I'm like, what happened? Mushimani orko nayo. Pela, my girlfriend actually got to find out about you. Guys, I felt my feet become cold and my knees becoming weak. I was like, what the hell? This guy's tunya. I'm like, Njani, like, don't you like lock your phone? Don't you like delete our conversations? Don't you? Yo, guys, I was like, one, I never wanted myself to be in this position. However, you had me involved for some reason. I'm like, and then what happened? It's like, yo, Pelamugel actually called a family meeting. I'm like, a family meeting? Oh yeah, Mugel called a family meeting, and she also included my family in it. Get it? And then what was that about? It's like, no, so Mugel actually told told my family that I'm smashing gays, so I'm busy with gays. When I tell you that I actually laughed at him, it was so sad, but I laughed so hard. Wabo? And then what's what now? Where to from here? It's like, yo, he actually broke up with me. Wabo? Get it? Yeah? She actually broke up with you. How sad. Aria, but looking at it from like a positive point of view. I'm looking at it from a positive point of view. That means I get to have proper time with you. I'm all yours. Car. Oh not yours. Where else you can't even afford to give me 100 rand. Yeah, get Bob the Builder. I'll be a 1995. Get sharp ka vibe, guys, because uzokudlala. If you're not woke, baby girl, a man is gonna play you too good. Understand that? So I was like, no, going back again to the life of Bob the Builder. Nike sharp company, yeah, Tshiamo selfish, yeah, Tshiamo conceited, yeah, Tshiamo this, Tshiamo that. I am okay. This is my life. This is me that I have to worry about and be concerned about. And if anything, I'm the priority. Because I am tired. I'm not saying what I'm going to now take past traumas from other relationships and bring them to new relationships. However, that doesn't mean because of I had that experience, it's null and void. That experience is still valid to can carry the learning and the teachings from the previous relationship so that I trade carefully in new relationships. So I was like, no, Sana. Nakubali. Mshimana here. God, no, I don't want you. Uta ha saunyaga. Lena ke saunyaga. Brothers was shook. What's shooking you? Tell me now. What's shooking you? Why are you acting scared now? Why are you acting surprised? Where did you think this was going? Understand? Like, where did you really think? I don't know. I thought we were working on something. We were building something. No. You're a very selfish man, and you do not have the capacity and the ability to can take care of me or help me when I need help like that. And over that, you want to claim yourself as my partner. Sana na bona poverty sharp ka vibe. And I do not believe anymore in being Bob the Builder, because you'll build that house from foundation, from ground, going up with bricks that you paid for, only for the guy to have a new tenant in the house and have you evicted. Get right. I'm fine. I'm very fine. Brothers was so shocked. And then it's like, so even with me having to tell him, oh no, Keshapka vibe, like I no longer want you and this has to end. Brothers was like, okay, kikopa 1 year na karo wabona bana. You see, men never listen. Like I've said, a mouthful of very resourceful information telling you and giving you reasons as to why this relationship is not going to happen, and your only concern is bums. We're no concern kasbone. Now you know what, men annoy me. And wait, I'm not gonna forget that there's also another incident that happened, right? And it was during one of our hookups. Now, keep in mind, guys, days are not gonna be the same. You're not gonna experience the whole sexual intimacy orgasm, understand that, as you should. Some days, obviously, we all have bad days, and it so happened that one time, now I'm going back now. It so happened that one time he actually rocked up at my place unannounced, but lucky for him, understand. And then we went down and had the session. Well, understand. And then when we had the session, I asked him nicely, I'm like, please stop, because now I'm feeling a bit of pain. This guy literally locked himself, like unlock Hakamautu, and continued on. And I'm like, you are aware of what you're doing, low-key, like, can be regarded as rape. Like, I can have you arrested for this. He made sure to come, and then he's like, I guess I'll see you some other time. And that's where I'm like, God keeps on showing me the signs. Why am I not seeing this? So guys, get right. Like, I'm honestly speaking, am I dating currently? No, I'm not dating. Am I looking for someone? Not really looking for someone. However, I'm open to having a good time, genuine conversations. It doesn't always have to be intimate. That's one thing that you, gay child, has to understand. God, these boys will use you for your body. And in Meloa Katala, I'll always believe when they tell you what sex is a spiritual thing. I 100% 10 toes down believe in that. So all I'm saying is love yourself and take care of yourself, alright? Okay, guys, I really hope that you liked the story time, even though it wasn't as spicy as you could have or might have anticipated. However, thank you if you did watch until the end. Okay, guys, please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Again, please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. It really helps the channel a lot, and I very much love and appreciate you guys. I'll see you on my other posts or story times or vlog. I'll see what I'm actually in the mood for. So yeah, guys, ke le rata la love. Okay, bye.
You wanna go out on dates, you want somebody to come bring you flowers.